All right, we should be back here. Let me know. Give me a mic check before I get this Phoenix break started.
When this game finishes, stay tuned because Access Sportsnet Dodgers is coming up next. John and Jerry and Nomar, a couple plates now bobbleheads. And a Tommy Lasorda bobblehead converted in the background. Well, it seems to be. Conforto leads off this eighth for LA. Edmund, no time to follow. David Morgan delivers. Conforto swipes it foul. Michael's really looking forward to watching. Tommy pitch tonight. Scrivens gets ready for the ninth inning. Said he, like a lot of the guys, just felt like he was...
Mic check, mic check. We'll get this break as soon as we get some voices in the chat here.
Pitching to leading off the next inning. You know, it's something...
I want to make sure that we're back, we're live. I think we should be.
Wide-eyed and watching him just like the rest of us.
All right, well, this is all going to be recorded anyway, so we'll just go.
Playing at that level, that you're going to look across the field and down in the dugout and just kind of say, wow. But there's a handful, and one of the guys I'm telling, there isn't anybody that doesn't think that Shohei is something special. There was a going back to watching Barry Bonds hit, for a period of 3 or 4 years, but there's no way that there was anybody better. And when you watch Shohei, this is the big league level.
Hi everyone, Joe for JaspysCaseBreaks.com coming at you with a half case break of 2024 Panini Phoenix Football. 8-box half case. Pick your team number 9. Big thanks to this group for making it happen here on Monday, on a Monday the 16th. And Christopher with Last Spot Mojo. Bunch of Last Spot Mojo teams. Got a lot of teams that filler as well. All right, so thanks to him. Thanks everybody for getting in. Here's a fresh case of Phoenix Football. Had a bit of a... I'm just going to open a fresh case. I know if you were watching live, we had some camera technical difficulties as we were opening this case, and I didn't want people to think that we were switching out boxes or whatever. So here's just a completely fresh case right here. The awkward box sizes, but all right. So here's 2, 4, 6, and 8 right here. You can see it on my face camera right here. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Here's another 2, 4, 6, and 8. All right, so we'll. I know what happened. I'm sorry. All right, is that good now? The microphone on my camera when I reinstalled it was still on. I think we should be good now. All right, so we'll say 1, 2, 3 will be the left side right here, and then 4, 5, 6 will be that set right over there. Are we good now, Terry? I think we should be good. This is why I wanted to do a mic check. We're good. Okay, thank you. And it's 1, so we're going to do the left side, which is already right here. And these we'll save for some other time.
That's crazy. I've never done that with anybody. Hey, what time is Shohei going to hit? I want to make sure I'm in the cage to watch this routine. You're not welcome. No, I'm not. I mean, I'm throwing around compliments like, man, that covers. That's me.
So I'm going to mark the boxes right here with these little squiggly marks right on the sides of the box right here, so we all know they're from the same case. And we'll work on these some other time. All right, and now let's start working on these. Good luck, everybody. All right, we're gonna adjust the schedule a bit because of the technical difficulties. We're a little bit behind schedule here, but we still have time to do a quick break tonight at the very end of the evening if you'd like. I think a great candidate would be that autographed jersey break, that Under Wraps autographed jersey break. There's only 3, nice, Rex just picked up a spot, so there's only 3 spots left in that. Just one single jersey. Fanatics, Under Wraps, kind of a nice, nice jersey there. Officially licensed. It'd be a fun way to end the night. Play a little trivia.
It's exquisite. I could never.
All right. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. We got Marvin Harrison Jr., Phoenician. Those look pretty cool. Is this a case hit?
Yeah.
What are the other ones?
Color blast.
Oh. Does that mean there's no color blast anymore?
No, there's 2 in a case.
Oh, okay.
2 case hits per case.
Got it.
Usually.
So nice Marvin Harrison Jr., rookie Christopher with the Cardinals. Last spot mojo. There he is again. Got Tip Riemann to 249. And a Brian Thomas Jr. autograph, Jaguars. That's going to be for Christopher and the Jags. Nice. Set the sleeved cards right here, those cards right there. Levante David to 399. Braylon Allen Contours. Tyler Lockett to 50. Eric All Jr. to 299. And a rookie Rising Drake May. Just the base edition, but that's going to go to New England. That'll be for Christopher.
Why he's got hit this year, he left it out. I mean, that just, it sounds simple, it sounds kind of, that's, when it hangs up there, it goes a long way.
Jose Iglesias struck out coming off the bench. Back in the 6th inning. Fouls off the first.
And we got a Jaheim Bell. 3-color patch and autograph. That should be to 49. I thought it was going to be to 5. Still nice. That's going to go to New England. That'll be for Christopher.
0-2. Randy Vasquez going for the Padres tomorrow. Stephen Pollock.
34 out of 49.
Ryan Berger on Thursday. Dodgers have not officially said Tuesday and Wednesday, but on Thursday.
Romeo Dobbs to 249.
Series all teams at 7-10.
Yates moving at the top of the zone with that fastball. He's offered 3 of them. So
Kool-Aid McKinstry to 399. Oh, yeah.
you have to figure that score's coming.
Another 0-2.
Travis Etienne to 299. And Jonathan Brooks, 198 out of 225. Rookie phenom, piece of the jersey.
And so it's up to Tyler Wade. The 8-hitter. Padres would love to get Tatis up there as the tying run. They'll take Wade and Diaz.
And that's Tyrann Mathieu to 125 and Roman Wilson to 99.
For 2. 4 out of 26 this one. Nobody hotter than Tatis. It's going to do everything in his power to keep him from coming out in this game. Wait until tomorrow's game because
All right, there you go. Dodger win. Terry's worst nightmare has happened, Terry. Ohtani pitched today. 28 pitches, 1 earned run. Velocity was where it needed to be through his entire pitch mix. All right, we got a Monra, St. Brown, franchise future materials. Oh, they're gonna ramp him up to 2 innings next time, Terry. 3 innings. It's a 229 right there. The focus is in a weird spot.
Great start to this 4-game series against the Padres. They get a 5-run 4th inning. Took the lead for good.
Is Roki out for the season? Did they announce that?
At the plate, he goes 2 for 4 with a double, couple of RBIs, but he pitches for the first time in 663 days. Goes 1 inning, did allow 1.
I don't think so. I think he's ramping up his throwing program as well. That's the last I heard. He's throwing the ball around. It's 249, Christian Watson.
Good to see him back from the mound, but more importantly, he looked great at the plate. The offense came alive. Cease was in control early. Offense turned it on.
Yeah, listen, we know the story of Shohei on the mound, right? And who else going? There's no rehab whatsoever. This isn't rehab going out there. You don't know what to expect out there. Listen, they didn't really.
Malachi Corley
For sure. Yeah, they scored
to 399.
jammed a couple of people. There was some weak contact. So, listen, not a bad first time out there on field, but nonetheless came up offensively. That was huge.
Points.
The bullpen, whoever came in afterwards, they did an excellent job. And that one big inning by the offense. Finally,
We'll do winner take all for the points. Who's they? The Dodgers? I won't believe they until a Dodgers official mentions it.
It's 663 days right now. Let's sit inside the stadium because Shohei is standing by with David Bass.
Oh, Sasagi's no longer throwing.
I know you're a team guy and you guys won the ball game tonight, but the fans are curious to know how did it feel to be back on the mound tonight?
That's not a good sign. That's the recent news. My information was outdated. There was Raheem Mostert to 249. Chop Robinson to 249. Well, looks like they're gonna ramp up. Looks like they're gonna ramp up Otani.
As a baseball player tonight,
There's Ricky Pearsall, rookie silhouettes, jersey and autograph. It's gonna be for the Niners. That'll be for Angel. Yeah, we have some credible news sources saying that he's no longer throwing. Here's a Christian McCaffrey to 125.
from so many of your teammates, how much more special is a win and a night like tonight?
Rookie rising Jaden Daniels. Is it a Mark Pryor thing? Is it a usage thing? Is it the Dodgers prioritizing high spin rates? And I'm not sure what it is, but they've got to kind of figure that out. Here's a nice rookie rising Michael Penix Jr. Christopher and the Falcons. That wave pattern there.
There he goes, the man, Shohei Ohtani, back to a two-way player, and the Dodgers get the win.
Yes, they did dig big. 28 pitches thrown tonight by Shohei.
Tip Riemann to 299. 41 out of 299.
Tons of fastballs. He threw the four-seamer 9 times. He was throwing the sinker 8 times. He did mix in one split finger as well. And Milner, we just heard Shohei say he's really happy with himself. He's got the highest of expectations for himself, and this is a guy who hadn't pitched in any game in 663 days, had no rehab starts, and I think all things considered, it was a good start to his run. Yes.
Yeah, I think what I always felt was fluky is maybe now starting, is now growing to be, is this an actual organizational problem? The way they're, the way they're developing, is that an issue? I don't know. What are they encouraging or not encouraging? I think I heard someone speculate that the Dodgers identify guys, they draft guys that have very high spin rates, and so they're already going to be, super hard throwing arms. They're already prone to injury. Like, what do you think Mark Pryor's doing as a pitching coach?
He kind of labored through the first inning, threw a lot of pitches, 28. Then he leads off the bottom of the first. He did strike out, but after that, he looked great at the plate, reach base 3.
There's Max Melton to 199.
Yeah, he did labor a little bit in that first inning. Once again, his
Christopher and the Cardinals.
he's pitched in a big league game. That Padre team, excellent.
More points. Will winner take all on the points there.
Dylan Cease, he makes some pitches. Here he gets a
Lad McConkey to 99. Pacheco to 249.
Him being on the hill and then him as a hitter, huge clutch RBI knocks tonight to really help lead the offense.
When his first game, when he hit that double the other night, I really like that because if you look at the way that pitch was moving away from him, a lot of times when he gets in trouble, it's both his hips and his front shoulder all go together, and that's when he finds, where he's like, okay, that swing and his A swing or crushing the ball, that's staying on it.
Is Devin Leary to 399. Roman Wilson, rookie phenom.
Offensive side, really good to see from Shohei. And listen, can't complain when he get on the hill.
And one more thing on the pitcher side. Now, he has more information.
That's a 225.
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
That'll be for the Steelers. It's going to go to Nick. Won that in the filler.
13 years. Then facing Tatis.
It's Mahomes to 299.
And obviously Machado. So when you have guys that have done it for a long time, great players, great hitters, It's good information so he can learn from it. Be ready to go his next start.
All right, just the starting point for Shohei Ohtani's return as a pitcher right now. Let's head upstairs.
DK Metcalf to 399 and a JJ McCarthy refractor. Vikings, Christopher. I like seeing stuff like this.
Pitching debut, Shohei goes just 1 inning, but it's a fun night that ends in a Dodger win.
Really exciting to see Shohei back out now. The telltale sign will be, how does he come out of it tomorrow?
Yeah, last year I feel like it felt a little fluky. But this year, I mean, now you got to think this year seems a little bit different. Then you got to think, is this is an organizational problem? You could argue that there were some arm issues with Roki Sasaki that were out there before he was signed. Tyler Glasnow had the same issues as well. You know, so one wonders if the Dodgers just invested a lot in these high-risk arms. There's Tavondre Sweat to 199. Xavier Leggett, rookie jersey and autograph for Carolina. That's going to go to Christopher in Carolina. I'm not sure what it is. I mean, could it be a little combination of everything? That is 50 out of 99. Kind of hard to see the numbers there, but there it is. And there's George Kittle, 8 out of 50.
Dodgers is brought to you by Mercury Insurance.
But how do you think Mark Pryor, Terry? What's your theory on that? What is he telling them to do? I feel like if that was the reputation, I feel like free agent pitchers wouldn't want to sign with the Dodgers because, you know, players talk. And if they were ruining arms, I feel like people would be like, yeah, don't go there. I was there, and this is what they do. I feel like that story would come out. You know, they're doing all these dangerous things. They don't care about you health-wise and blah, 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 blah. But I feel like you almost hear the opposite of that. And I feel like I feel like Mark Pryor doesn't have that kind of power to dictate, you know, how to use these guys and then, you know.
Visit your Audi dealer, at least the all-new 2025 Audi Q5.
You know, I feel like anything that he does comes from the top. There's Jacoby Brissett to 199 and Devin Culp to 299. Oh, I see. So like they're, you know, but I think that's an organizational thing. Mark Pryor's not telling Andrew Friedman to do that. Here's a nice Brian Thomas Jr. 2-color dual relic and autograph. I feel like it's Andrew Friedman making that call, saying he's the one making all the personnel decisions. And then Mark Pryor and Dave Roberts, they just manage that. It's to 125 on that one, Christopher. Nice. It's Trey Hendrickson to 399. But yeah, if all they're drafting though is max effort guys, and they're as an organization encouraging, you know, max effort and super high spin rates and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I think that's an issue.
It's time to see Ford in a new light. Now get employee pricing available across a full line of Ford trucks.
But see, I don't think it would change if Mark Pryor was fired. You know what I mean? I think from the top, all the analysts and everybody in the top level is saying, yeah, we're going to get these guys, and that's what we want them to do. You know, if Mark Pryor goes, you know what? Tone down on that spin rate, tone down on that velocity. I think the team's going to be like, don't do that. That's not why we signed these guys. Will Shipley to 50. It's and here is a trio of Raiders. Willie Gault, Rocket Ishmael, Trey Tucker. Classic.
It's going to take him some time to find his rhythm on the mound, but able to get out of first save with just one run, greatly has him back on the bump.
Really was. What a great night
That's to
here
199.
for Shohei Ohtani, as well as the Dodgers. Right now, let's head inside.
There's Tua to 299.
Ohtani is now talking with the media.
All right, that's a good point. You're saying Mark Pryor should just be like, hey, we're doing something wrong here. Let's fix this. Instead of being just a yes man. There's Drake May to 199. Nice. That's going to be for Christopher and the Patriots.
But I think the biggest takeaway for me is that I feel good enough to be able to go out the next out.
There's a Donai Mitchell to 249. And a Benson Oak. 2-color patch and autograph. $17 out of 49. All right, Terry, I see what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's Joe Mixon to 125.
I was aiming to sit 95, 96, but I gave in intensity really.
I don't know. Maybe
Allowed me to throw a little harder.
maybe Mark Pryor
I was able to adjust.
is
I
I don't know if he has the power to make that kind of policy for the Dodgers. But yeah, maybe he could disagree with it, maybe push back against it. I know the executives all communicate relatively well up there. But yeah, I think no matter what happens in the off season, or in this season and in the playoffs, even if we win another World Series or not, but I think that's going to be a big question, for the Dodgers and their pitching staff. Like, hey, what are you guys doing wrong here? We need answers. What are you guys doing to? I think that those questions get a lot louder. I think they were asked that question last offseason, and Andrew Freeman has gone on the record to say, I think in multiple interviews, where he's like, yeah, we know it's an issue. We're looking at it. But I think after the season is over, I feel like that question has got to be asked a little bit louder. I think people will ask that question.
What I noticed is that when I warm up to do pitching a game,
Is it?
already really warmed up.
I mean, I'm sure it's a combination of a lot of things, but
So I did feel a lot.
they got to kind of figure that out. There's Stephon Diggs. I mean, frankly, I think the Dodgers have been a little lucky. There's the 249, Stephon Diggs. Do that redemption in a second here. There's Latu, 95 out of 99 for the Colts. That'll be for Jeremy H. There's Jamari Thrash to 99. Yeah, I agree. We're sort of in a weird spot, right? Yeah, the human arm isn't designed to throw 100 pitches for 5+ innings at this effort, this max effort that that players are doing these days. Here's a Brandon Rice, rookie phenom relic for the Chargers. That's for Angel. I mean, players used to used to throw many complete games a season without a lot of arm issues, but you know, most of the time, you know, they weren't throwing at that kind of velocity or that kind of spin rate. Here we've got a Marshawn Lloyd Gridiron Crowns. It's another short print, maybe? It's going to go to Green Bay. That's for Jerry. And a Bo Nix Contours. But yeah, how do you identify? It's a matter of identifying players who are more durable, I guess. There's Jalen Wright. It's kind of hard because everyone's chasing this. Everyone in the league. Maybe the Dodgers have gotten a little more unlucky than usual, but it's Jalen Wright to 199. That'll be for the Dolphins. That's going to go to Kevin. There's CD Lamb to 399. And we got a Breece Hall to 50. And an Adonai Mitchell to 199. All right. The redemption is Edrin Cooper. Rising rookie autographs, jersey number, Edrin Cooper. I don't know where Edrin Cooper goes. He is going to be a Green Bay Packer. That's going to go to it's going to go to Jerry, Green Bay. Post-it notes here. And the Gridiron Crowns are a super short print. Nice. Those look pretty cool. All right, a few more boxes to go. I don't know, in addition to what's happening with the Dodgers, I think a lot of players and baseball people in general are saying the elimination of the sticky stuff has been a bigger issue than people may think. I feel like a lot of players have kind of mentioned that. To generate the spin rates that pitchers want to generate, now without the sticky stuff, they have to grip the ball a lot harder. Some people have mentioned pitch clock, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I buy that as much. Game's been pretty fast back in the day without too many injuries. But I don't know. Maybe with max effort and now you've got to repeat that motion in a shorter amount of time. Yeah, maybe that pitch clock does add to it. There's Roma Dunze to 225. But I mean, if to 225, yeah, I don't mind the pitch clock either. But But I think the unintended consequences that might affect.
Guys, but there's a lot of buzz about Shohei pitching. What was it like catching him at first thing?
You know, that might be affecting arms. Some people claim they weren't. No, this is happening. Well, yes and no. I mean, I think like there's sticky stuff, right? Like just being able to get a little more tack from your rosin bag to, you know, I don't know. It's one of those like inside baseball kind of things. Here's Bobby Okereke, where it's like the pitchers know the limits of sticky stuff. There's the usual tack that they kind of use, right? But then there's excessive stuff, like where the ball is actually getting darkened up because pitchers have pine tar on their hands. That's too much. So baseball, in trying to ban that kind of sticky stuff, just banned all sticky stuff. Here's Chris Olave at 249. And some pitchers claim that is leading to injuries. But a lot of this is anecdotal. I don't know if there's actually been like studies done or anything like that. Here's a Joe Burrow to 299. But I could see the logic. It's Bo Nix for Christopher. There's Will Shipley to 99. And there's a Ricky Pearsall, rookie phenom, 2-color patch and autograph. Angel with the Niners. You got Seahawks DK Metcalf to 199. Max Crosby to 399. Benson Oat. And a Jaden Daniels blue? Yeah. 111 out of 249. There you go. Christopher with the Commanders. We like seeing stuff like this. $111 out of 249. Almost feels like don't ban the drugs or artists won't get inspiration. Maybe. That's a little different. That's more of a art is more of a subjective thing, right? I'll tell you that most drug-using artists never make it, as inspired as they may be. The deadline for that filler is, I don't know, if I go off air and it's not full, I'll add 8 spots back in that baseball filler, and whatever other filler has a tonight only deadline. Joe Burrow to 249. Tip Riemann to 399. I think a lot of times there's like the stereotype of like these like classic rock musicians and like, you know, there's Roma Dunze in like these drug-fueled studios where they're like, a lot of times that's ridiculous. Well, how would we ever record anything if we were all messed up? There's 9 out of 49 Roma Dunze. Although maybe during the writing process, it's a little different. There's James Cook to 299. Not in the studio. I did not. Someone fell back on a Van Gogh inspired chair. What does that mean? Like someone painted a bunch of sunflower. Did Van Gogh actually? Van Gogh didn't do chairs, did he? Trevor Lawrence at $3.99. Van Gogh inspired makes it seem like some dude on Etsy made a chair, painted some sunflowers on him or something like that, and was like, "Here's his Van Gogh inspired chair," and his buddy broke it. That's what I'm getting out of that. Here's another triple relic: Jim Hart, Kurt Warner, Kyler Murray. Some nice patches there. That's to 49. Christopher from the Cardinals. I thought Rex, initially I read that as someone fell back on a chair into a Van Gogh.
And future forward technology. Because every mile matters, and every path leads to new possibilities.
It's to 49.
Qualified lessees with the current eligible lease get this Colorado for around 320.
Here's Raheem Mostert's 290. It was covered in crystal. Now I can assure you Van Gogh did not work with crystal. So unless an actual Van Gogh is damaged, that story does not move the needle for me. There's Keon Coleman, 18 out of 99. That's for the Bills. That's for Marco. The Braylon Allen for the Jets to 399. And we've got a Ben Sano to 199, rookie auto for Christopher. There's Ben Sano. There's to 199. Zach Moss to 199.
Dodgers beat the Padres 6-3 and Shohei's return to the pitching mound. Let's go inside and hear from Dave.
I feel like a lot of those stories are, Rex, about Stephen King. It feels mythological or apocryphal at this point, or exaggerated.
Obviously, gave up a run, but that was really good. Better.
It's better for the legend, Rex.
Pitches, but overall, just really positive day for us. And today, I don't think it affected his offense.
I feel like Aaron Sorkin, who did like West Wing and Few Good Men and The Social Network and wrote all those. I feel like there's always like these stories like, yeah, just during the coke-fueled 80s, and I was just doing that.
I think that's part of it.
And hasn't he been married to like to his wife forever? Tabitha King? You think Tabitha allowed these coke-fueled benders to write Christine and Cujo?
And you know, we'll see how he is, and whether it's another one inning the next time. I don't know that yet, but it was really surreal. But it was just really.
I mean, has Stephen King himself actually said that? Or is there like an interview on like, you know, some show in the? I guess he really didn't start publishing until the '80s. So like, did he say this on some talk show, some deep dive interview in Playboy or something like that? And
I was kind of fanboying for like having it.
It was Ricky Pearsall, rookie phenom, right? Yeah. You know, there's stories about crazy stories about Marilyn Manson out there, rib removals and whatnot. 28 out of 49. It's Baker Mayfield, 249. I mean, I'm sure there are weird things out there. Some of these stories may be true, but I feel like most of the time they're not.
What a fun night. Dodgers get the win 6-3 over the Padres, and Shohei's return to the mound to see it all pregame at 6 o'clock.
There's Devin Colt to 249. Here is Jermaine Burton, 3-color patch and autograph. Cincinnati, Adam with the Bengals. Here's Jalen Johnson to 199 for the Bears. Brian Thomas Jr., Trey Benson, David Montgomery for the Lions at 299. There's Jerzon Newton to 399. Here's Cade Stover, rookie silhouettes, rookie jersey and autograph. Aaron with Houston. It's to 149. Nico Collins to 199.
Okay, switch to the steps, please. He doesn't have unsupervised outside time.
Hey.
Tyrann Mathieu to 399.
Oh, I should give him something that floats.
Definitely my thought process.
And Enos Rakestraw Jr. is our final card of the break to 199. All right, that's your break, boys and girls. Thank you. Oh, it's Cujo, that's a... But not all. Not all the books. All right, let's flip back over to this screen right here. We're going to give away those points. Winner take all of the points. Let's gather everybody's names 1 through 32. New dice, new list. And name on top after 5. 1 and a 4, 5 times we'll get 1,000 points. 600 plus 400. It's a decent amount of points. 1, I'd rather have the hits. 2, 3, 4, and a 1. 5th and final time, Jimmy Cornwell with the 1,000 points going your way after 5. There you go, gang. That is your break. Some Phoenix football. Not bad. Thanks for getting in.
Then he has to have another arm surgery. He has to have corrective Tommy John, basically.
Nice. There's the Gridiron Crowns. Right. Short print. Got that Drake May to 199. Saw that Jaden Daniels blue earlier. JJ McCarthy silver. Michael Penix Jr. got that wave look there. So a lot of cool stuff. And that Phoenician Marvin Harrison Jr. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was Pick Your Team 9, Phoenix Football. I'm Joe for JaspysCaseBreaks.com. And I'll see you next time for the next break. Bye.
Went out to dinner with some friends and bought a salad. And it kind of got stuck in my throat a little bit. When you do, something's kind of stuck in my throat. I drank some water. And as soon as the water kind of hit where the shower kind of stuck at, from my toes all the way to my head, like it felt like my whole body on fire. I didn't say anything to her. I just like kind of got up and did that, walked to the bathroom. It turned out to be a lot longer night than we had anticipated.
I only read Cujo once. It was okay.
Doesn't mean anybody know of anything. They know like something really bad. It's just not if you can't even finish the
I don't know. Oh, movie wise, I don't think I've ever seen Cujo movie wise.
sweat through all this like wearing jeans. His jeans were completely wet. His shirt was completely wet.
I think I started it once and it was just like, it was too cheesy. I've never heard of Man's Best Friend movie.
The CT scan came back, and then there was a huge shift in the room that we were in, and another CT scan of the whole esophagus, and then from there it was immediately walking down to the doctor's the doctor said it was about 4 more hours, and things were really, really bad. I could be sitting here as a 27-year-old widow right now, and those are just words that you never think they're about to say.
Anyone home? I just don't know. There's a box to sit down. Or sympathy cards, you know. I hope you don't have to she was I know. Speaking of grateful, what is it? It's a check from United of Omaha Life Insurance Company. Mom's life insurance. Life insurance? So soon? Just like I said. Someone's supposed to always looking out for her family. I can still hear her. I want my bills to be your problem. This check will help a lot.
If you're age 45 to 85, you can't be turned down for up to $25,000 in life insurance from United of Omaha. Policy started to...
All right, we got Hao Chun with a spot in the Hit Parade baseball.
How did she qualify? You know,
Filler pack. Jimmy gets 10.
Policies are available, no health questions, no medical exam, no blood tests.
I just
So he's got, I think, 14 spots total. He's going big on this. Not the recommended strategy, but if you're feeling spicy, that's what you got to do. You got to trust that instinct.
Policies start at just $6.38 a month. Your rate is locked in for life. The cost of a funeral can be $9,000 or more. With one call, you can give your loved ones the protection they need to help pay these costs. And like some policies, benefits are payable from the first day.
Last spot mojo. Man's best friend is about a dog. They splice DNA from other animals like an anaconda, lion, tiger, and other dangerous animals, and it could camouflage itself into any surroundings. What is it? What year was this movie made? This sounds like a 1940s like monster movie. I'll pass on that.
The characteristics on my slider, sweeper, whatever you call it, are generally the same. Maybe a little less depthy, but like this off season, I found it a little more comfortable to kind of go like two seam offset, middle finger on the outside seam, pointer finger kind of then pressing up against this one, inside of the thumb, or I guess this would be outside of the thumb on the seam. Push it up, they'll pronate through it. So being able to just hold this, pronate through it.
they started to go in and they tried to do like a complete when I woke up, I tried to slide up on the bed a little bit. So my stomach really hurt a lot. So when I put my down,
All right.
it definitely took my breath away. And I looked at her and I said, "Holy
Yeah, well, yes, Jimmy, but you know, I'm encouraging responsible gaming. You know what I mean? That's my style. We're not predatory like DraftKings or FanDuel. You know. All right, Rex, you bullied Rex into last spot mojo. So let's do it. All right, so I uploaded this Phoenix.
those first like 2.5 months where I was just kind of incapacitated basically. Like, I couldn't really.
There's the game within the game. Rex will be either thanking Jimmy or cursing Jimmy. He will send that anaconda dog after him. That movie came out in 1993, man. Where is that pack? Oh man, I didn't. That camera getting messed up really threw me off here. I didn't even print out the labels for this.
She had to help me basically like get up out of bed and like move around and like I didn't want to get up and walk around, but I knew I had to, so she was on my case about making sure that I was getting up and doing my normal exercises throughout the day.
Leaving the hospital did not at all feel like it felt like it was just starting something, and it really wasn't. I would say maybe in November I could like take a breath.
The worst part was just kind of like getting like my body to move like it can again. Once I kind of got in like position where like my stomach could basically be able to like start to like doing like movements like throwing baseball, like all it came down to that I just need to get back to like the strength of my own legs. I don't like feel like aggression.
Sometimes it does.
Being able to find something else to like kind of fill the time and not being able to play was hard. I mean, there was a lot of low nights, just kind of me and my wife sitting on the couch talking like how much we miss being here and how much we miss like being able to just be in a big league ballpark on a day-to-day basis. And yeah, there's ebbs and flows, highs and lows of the seasons, but like there's nothing that can replicate the feeling of being on the field like, with your guys or being able to go like get wins.
Not just personal, but it's our life and his trek, his journey. It's certainly not been linear, and I've seen Dustin sure.
Hi everybody, Joe for JaspysCaseBreaks.com with a pack of 2025 Bowman Baseball Hobby Pack Break number 13 with 6 hit parade spots being given away tonight, and we're giving away 8 spots within the Bowman Pack Break. So big thanks to this group, 1 through 22 for getting in on it. 8 spots are going to get extra spots. Little buy one, get one opportunity for the top 8 after 11. 5 and a 6, 11 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11th and final time. After 11, top 8, Jimmy, Nancy, Hao Chun, Jimmy, Rex, and Jimmy. There's your top 8, so already ahead a little bit. A little bit ahead with those extra spots. Now let's gather all of the names again. Let's do the break itself. All 30 baseball teams are in. Let's roll it, randomize it, 6 and a 1, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7th and final time.
It feels amazing. It's like a huge sigh of relief, and I know it's huge for Dustin too.
6 and a 1, 7 times for the teams. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 1. All right, so there's the first half of the list. Here's the second half of the list. No trade windows here. Next filler is up. We got to do a couple more of these, move some full spots, but we're inching closer and closer to that hit parade baseball break.
People said I was crazy. Just a surf coat. Shake up the sunglasses. I wanted something different.
Nothing too crazy there. Now let's flip back over here. Let's see who's going to get those hit parade spots. Let's gather everybody's names. Third and final dice roll. This time it's going to be top 6 getting into that hit parade break. Top 6 after 5 and a 5, 10 the hard way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10th and final time. Now 7 through 30, sad times, but there is another time. There's another filler that you can try to get into, try to get them next time. Top 6, happy times. That's gonna be Jimmy. Clean sweep for Jimmy after 10. There you go. Gamble paid off there, Jimmy. All right, thanks everybody. I'll see you next time for the next filler. JaspysCaseBreaks.com. See, this is what will get Jimmy thinking I could do this every time. You know, that's when you can get into trouble with these fillers. Just buy spots straight up, ladies and gentlemen. But congrats, Jimmy. Good work.
Get the complete Bolt-On Pro inflation system for the factory direct price of just $79.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free.
So this was Bowman 13. Lucky 13 for Jimmy. We'll put Bo 13 next to your name.
What's that? You better step your up then.
In his second year as a Dodger, Yoshi Yamamoto continues to make huge strides. And now, with a string of injuries,
Yeah, maybe Jimmy does hate you, Rex.
and a dominant start to the 2025 season, he has emerged as the team.
Maybe he knew this result was going to happen the entire time and lured you into his web of deceit.
Oh my god. How's your thumb? Can I pick it up for you? Over here.
There, yeah, Danny knows the feeling.
You guys came in spring training, you can just see the difference from the first year to this second year. The confidence. Just as things have unfolded this year, he's been a steady force for our pitching staff. You know, the guy that everybody looks to. think for those who demand the next level, the double, the gold standard of light beer.
This is Hermosa, a first of its kind brewed flaky sandwich that reminds you of when you studied abroad.
This brings me back to
I will stand by the Rockies in those Bowman breaks
Toast sandwich.
every day, every night.
That looks really high.
It's time to push the button. The super lost track looking for some adventure on the
just got an online offer from comics to sell this mountain. This is the greatest day of my life. I mean, wow. This is, oh, this is the saddest day of my life. It's so hard to run away. Really, really hard.
It's the online offer.
Murder meter is what I will go back. My murder meter or yours?
Your murder meter. The way you're about to swing that club at me.
Mine's always up.
Whoa!
Goldfish have short memories.
I don't want to get you too angry there, Michael. Your murder meter's always up? What are you doing? Are you out of here? Oh.
Apparently the refills are limited. Now
Things were already so difficult for my mom when she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Then she had agitation that may happen with dementia due to Alzheimer's disease. She started verbally lashing out, breaking things, wandering at night. These symptoms were a different kind of difficulty. So we asked her doctor for more help. Rexulti is the only FDA-approved medication proven to reduce symptoms of agitation that may happen with dementia due to Alzheimer's disease. Elderly people with dementia-related psychosis have increased risk of death or
Anyone want to finish off the that Jersey break before we call it a night?
or uncontrolled muscle movements which may be permanent.
Just 3 spots left here at $20. We're not going to post another one of these, so it'd be nice if we can just get it off the site right now and we'll never have to look at it again.
Swallowing or sleepiness with your breath. I'm glad I asked for help. Ask your doctors today about Rexulti. Moments matter.
At the Far International Bridge. Crystal meth has been detected inside plastic crates in a huge shipment of fresh produce from Mexico.
These plastic crates are the original ones that they're supposed to be in, and these are the loaded ones. What I noticed, it was unusual, the cylinders on the crate. So that's why I pay more attention to this type of crate.
Officer Marroquin is going to need backup.
Out of the 1,600 crates, we might be getting about 9,600 cylinders.
Teams from all over the bridge are called to assist.
Terry's in on one. Can we get 2 more?
While one team gets rid of the peppers, another is extracting the drugs from the crates. It's tough work, but officers have a quick way of extracting the narcotics.
We're using the extensions just to push the little packages out, you know.
Using extensions from a socket set. Thousands of dollars worth of produce will have to be discarded.
The Jalapeno have to throw them away because they're contaminated with mechanics.
It's all hands on deck.
We're only halfway unloading the and the serrano pepper. So we still have to extract the narcotics from the plastic crates.
Packages are starting to add up. Every single crate they have examined so far.
All right, Terry locks in a spot.
Inside.
2 left.
Boxes that we have, 2 pallets, and we still got plenty more to go. It's gonna take us a lot of hours just to finish this off.
There you go, Terry. Good luck.
Back in Progresso. A teacher has been detained for filing a false report of child abuse
Oh,
at a
no.
school where she formerly worked.
Why would she do that?
If convicted, she could be looking in time behind bars.
If you have nothing to hide, you should be fine. Truth always comes out.
She claims she was the victim of bullying by the president of the school. It was forced out of her job that she had held for 10 years.
Once I'm digging, it seems as though it's a retaliation because there was a scandal investigation going on at her previous job in the institution where she used to work. That particular president was removed.
All right, who's gonna help out Terry with this one? Just 20 bucks. Last 2 spots. We're not gonna repost it, so let's get it off the board here.
Retaliation?
I mean, I can't say for sure, but if it's from that particular time frame, then yes. I mean, I've never had any other problem as well with anything like that.
I'll be honest with you. Your case is very complicated.
Officer Martinez hears back from the authority who issued the warrant.
Jail regarding the
There you go.
that is not made a warrant is not resistant. So we're going to raise you from here.
What do I do? How do I take care of it?
When you go and contact them or go in person, you'll take care of it however they want to take care of it. At least now you found out about the warrant, right? You know a little bit about it.
We can't tell you what to do, but if you're a wise woman, you want record to be clean, you know what to do.
Definitely have to take care of it. What
I have to do next
I'll cry later some more, but yeah.
The woman has been spared jail time and is allowed to call her boyfriend.
Baby,
Yeah.
can you come back and pick me up?
Yeah.
Okay, we can celebrate, but then we gotta go still take care of it later. Okay, bye, love you.
She is free to go for now
I don't think it's a retaliation.
and will later attempt to clear her name.
I couldn't afford to like get a lawyer, so
Right.
I was like really picked on.
You defend yourself.
You're welcome. You're so nice and kind and understanding. I appreciate that.
Maybe it's a real working Lego DeLorean.
Back at the Far International Bridge,
All right, 2 left here, boys and girls. Last break of the night. Let's get it done. Play a little trivia. Play a little Who Am I? We'll
officers are nearing the end of the
we'll get to do one of these jerseys, and we won't be reposting these. So let's just get it off the board. Let's clean it off the board. Let's get it done. 2 spots, 20 bucks a spot.
Officer Marroquin further investigates
Let's do it.
cartels in the drugs.
As you can see, this is like cellophane tape wrapped under narcotics, and this is a PVC pipe. That's how they're concealing the narcotics. On every corner, you know, they're this type of tools.
After another hour's work, officers finally get to the last pallet.
It is a dangerous narcotics that we got off the streets, and it was a quick interception, you know, that we did.
Each cylinder has been confirmed as crystal metal with the handheld laser detector.
It's a pretty big roll. It's gonna be a
It took 18 control of the map.
I think that's one of the things.
In total, more than 9,000 cylinders of crystal meth were seized, weighing 662 kilos, with a street value of $20 million. Making it the biggest meth bust at the bridges in months.
There you go. Jimmy gets the last two. He's like house money at this point. That's a nice night. All right, thanks guys for taking a chance on this. Let's see what we get out of here. I'm surprised these didn't move a little bit more quickly. I thought people, with the price point and the potential, I thought people would be all over it, but you know, we tried.
Customs and Border Protection is seeing an increasing number of pharmaceutical drugs being smuggled into the U.S. Today in Progressive, a man has been stopped by a primary officer after returning from a brief trip across the border to visit a Mexican pharmacy.
That's the main thing. As soon as he approached me to my booth, he was already telling me that he was going to Mexico.
Volunteering unsolicited information is a sign to officers that something isn't right.
I noticed that when I started checking the bottles, he was avoiding eye contact with me. There's definitely something there.
The X-ray has shown an anomaly in the containers.
Hi everyone, Joe for JaspysCaseBreaks.com coming at you with a box of 2024 Fanatics Underwrapped Autographed Basketball Jerseys. Mixed Mystery Box Break number 2. Got some nice chases right here. Big thanks to this group for making it happen. What, these are perfect? No, we're gonna burn them, Rex. Nobody wants them. It's not good enough for single box breaks, not good enough for a mixer. 4 and a 3, 7 times for the names and teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Got Steve down to Kevin. Thanks everybody for getting in. I thought these would do a little bit better on the site, but we gave it a shot. 7 times the teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, the trade window is open. Steve with Boston and Charlotte. Brian with the Grizz. Steve with the Bucks, Warriors, Raptors, Pacers, Sixers. Jimmy with the Spurs. James with the Hawks. Steve with the Nets. Terry with the Lakers. Jimmy with the Kings. Last spot Mojo. Steve with the Heat and Jazz. Eugene with the Knicks. Brian with the Pelicans. Eugene with the Thunder. Steve with the Wizards. Nicholas with the Mavs. Eugene with the Suns. Steve with the Bulls. Jason with the Blazers. Austin with the Cavs. Rex with the Clippers. Eugene with the Magic and Pistons. Steve with the Nuggets. Eugene with the Rockets. And Kevin with the Timberwolves. Let's sort by team. See you, Teddy. Sort by team, and we'll pause the video just for a little bit, see if there's any trades, and then we'll have the break. Stick around. Be right back. All right, so what we're going to do, we're just going to dice roll 1, 2, 3, 4. Just want to explain that part. Oh, man, this guy's resisting arrest at the border, and his face isn't blurred out, so he definitely signed the waiver. He was happy to sign the waiver. All right, welcome back, folks. No deals were done. TWC trade window closed. So the list right here remains the same. Now we're going to do a 1-box break. let's, so from top to bottom, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 on the dice roll right here. If I roll a 5 or a 6, I'll just roll again, but I rolled a 3. 1, 2, 3. Third one down. All right, let's see what we got here.
Sometimes we'll find cables that don't belong.
All right, let's actually put this back up top over here.
Now moves on to a storage area behind the truck's cabin.
A little card here that'll tell us who this is. All right, we got a old school basketball player. He's still with us. I thought he had passed. I'm 96 years old. 6'1", 175 playing days. Went to Holy Cross College between 1946 and 1950, and was a third overall pick. I was a third overall pick in the 1950 NBA draft, drafted by the Tri-Cities Blackhawks. Was a point guard. Did he ever play for the Tri-City Blackhawks?
A handheld X-ray machine allows them to look inside the batteries.
We're going to start scanning now.
Oh, I guess the Tri-Cities Blackhawks must have been an ABA team at the time, but he wanted to go with the NBA.
Whatever it was that was battery has been there's something in there that should be. If I go and scan any other battery right now, it wouldn't be this case.
Anyway, he played point guard for the Celtics and the Cincinnati Royals. So this is probably Boston edition. Any guesses there? Celtics point guards from 1950 to 1963. If you know your basketball history.
As they can carry invasive pests that could wreak havoc on U.S. agriculture and wildlife.
Those could be planted. Okay, it's okay. If it's for consumption, it's okay.
CBP has
Yeah, you got it, Terry. Bob Cousy.
protect the natural
Hall of Famer, 1971, 6-time NBA champion, NBA Most Valuable Player, 1957, 13-time NBA All-Star, 2-time All-Star Game MVP, 10-time All-NBA First Teamer, 8-time NBA Assists Leader.
line of defense to protect.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Average 18.4 points a game, 5 rebounds a game, 7.5 assists per game.
They might have some ticks, and that tick could be an invasive species in the U.S.
These are officially licensed jerseys, so they look really cool.
We don't want any other pests to invade, our livestock here.
Today in Laredo,
Classic Boston green. He's still got the retail tags attached to them as well.
protection have stopped a man with a deer head trophy.
So there you go.
This was legally hunted in Mexico.
Steve H with the Celtics. Congrats, Steve. Got that Bob Cousy autographed jersey officially licensed going your way. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Joe, and I'll see you next time for the next one. Bye-bye.
Without the correct paperwork, the man may not be able
All right, done and done. There he is. There's the man right there, still with us. I wonder when they sign a waiver, do they get paid? No, you would have to be hired, Rex, to be paid. These people are not hired. You were just allowing them to waive your likeness and image, so you can so your face won't be blurred on TV. Like this guy's face is blurred on TV. He's like, I'm not going to sign the waiver.
The number on the hunter's agreement must match the tag number on the deer head. This is to prove that the correct deer has been hunted with the permission of the landowner.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have all the documents as far as the hunter's agreement goes. He needs to get those documents for us, and depending on how that goes, he might have to be returned to Mexico.
Although Officer Aguilar believes this is a genuine oversight, there are reported instances of people abusing the system, using forged tags and documents.
So I'm just going to take this paper in case he does not want to go back. We can just seize it and he'll abandon it here.
The man will be given two options.
So si gusta regresar a México y declarar los papeles, él puede hacer eso. Si no quiere regresar, no puede hacer eso. Como los declaró, le damos la opción de regresar. Okay. It's very important when they're bringing in your mouth that they do bring up documents again to match these tag numbers to make sure that it wasn't hunted illegally.
Since he did declare the deer now, he will be able to collect it the next time he passes through this port of entry with the correct document.
I doubt if these Border Patrol agents are even. I doubt they're even getting paid.
Booking.com has all kinds of things because some love a Western cabin, others feel different.
I never have Sharpies here.
Discover doubles your cash back at the end of your first year, so I'm going to use mine to get something from my beautiful stunt double Irene.
You earn, we match. Discover cashback match.
We'll take them.
T-Mobile points here that talk value, benefits, and benefits.
What's good, is that?
Chris Burns, T-Mobile commitment commercial. There are so many benefits and awards. You gotta talk really fast.
Let me try. T-Mobile home internet ranks #1 in customer satisfaction for home wireless internet by getting power.
Wow.
Try singing it. Just one chord, it's an easy set.
It's pronounced too bad.
No, I would not sign a waiver. The one opportunity I did have to be on a reality show, I declined the waiver. The producers were annoyed. To blur you out, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm not going to be on this stupid show.
Verified by agency certified master technicians. And if you don't want to do the repair yourself, we can recommend a shop for you. Okay, then, let's go to Chicago.
We'll get back. Awesome.
Love you. Goldfish have short memories. You like goldfish? Crushed it.
We're here. Progressive's accident response detected an accident and sent for help.
Did we beat him? Where's the
Save the world, maybe?
We did that?
Yeah, I've never told this story before. Yeah, I used to work for a high-end fashion consignment company shop in West Hollywood for a number of years in their e-commerce department, and they did a season on Bravo. I was like, no thanks. What's Talk Soup?
Have you tried these for these clips? Then test it out. There's a total control. I can take it out. That's nice. Or turn it down. I see like enjoy 40 days of freshness and you'll.
Oh yeah, Terry. It was quite a time. All right, so I got all that squared away.
U.S. citizen was physically restrained after refusing to cooperate with officers.
The subject of primary became aggressive. He's obviously intoxicated, has some alcohol on his breath. Became irate, didn't want to answer any questions, and he wasn't compliant, so we went ahead and did
So that's uploading, that pack is uploading. Great.
Obviously, as you saw, he's very irate.
You're going to stay here until our inspection. Okay, that might take 10 minutes, but when you're at, it's probably going to take an hour. Now, where you're at now. So stay here.
Customs and Border Protection officers are often the target.
It was an Emmy-winning dumb show where the host showed clips of people did. Yeah, no. I was not. Would I call it a proper reality show? No, it didn't go beyond season 1, but.
Does not understand that he or she is subject to inspection from head to toe with all of their belongings, whether it be their luggage, their vehicle, or anything that is on their possession.
Mr. Fry, sir, I'm bringing you some water, and I'm bringing you something so you can snack on while they're inspecting your vehicle. Until they finish your inspection, sir, that's the best.
Okay. I think that's it for me. I'm glad we finally got that autographed jersey break off the board. Maybe tomorrow we'll push that Panini Prism retail break, get that off the board too. That's been marinating on the site for a while. That's it for me. Guys, there was a they didn't pay anyone, Rex. I mean, if there's actually money involved, then that would have been a different story. But no, you'd have to go through years of just not being paid just to even get to that kind of level. If you're lucky enough for the ratings to be even good. No, the reality TV world is awful. Awful. All right. That's that. Terry, Rex, and anyone else still lurking and listening in the background, maybe Jimmy, Danny, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate all of you digging deep, working on these breaks. I'll be back at 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern tomorrow, and we'll do this silliness all over again. Try to get some of these main breaks filled up and try to get some hits in the mail going to you. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Not next time. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.